All right, y'all, here we go. Want to say good evening and welcome to the MeTooMusic show. I am Levi 2 King, and I am so happy to have my special guest. What color is your hair? Is it red, orange? What is that?
It's like something.
Okay. So I got my special guest, y'all, in the house, all the way originally from the Dayton, Ohio area, but now living in St. Louis, the one and only Shawanda Smith, Shawanda Northern Smith.
Hey.
Come on, you grew up Kojic. Give us a good old Kojic greeting.
Praise the Lord, everybody. Come on. Bless you.
So we're here to talk, y'all, and especially to the St. Louis folk and to the MeTooMusic audience. We just want to introduce Shawanda and fill you all in on who she is so that you all don't look at her crazy when you see her out and about at different programs and churches and concerts and events. We all want you to be familiar with who she is. Let me see. Champion Praiser Amos Isaac says, I love you, Shawanda.
Oh,
This is Amos's this is his theme song for us.
How about that?
Rodney Douglas, we see he's joining us this evening. Miss Leslie Ellis, Brother Stephen S. Golden Jr., Will Smith. He says, hey, babe, we see your husband joining us. Now, where is he? Is he in the other room?
Yeah, he's in the other room.
Oh, man. So come on, introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from. And, yeah, just give us that. Let's start right there.
I'm Shawanda Smith. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I now live here in St. Louis. We've been here since 2018. We moved here for jobs. I'm the worship pastor at the St. Louis Dream Center. So I'm born and raised Church of God in Christ, and I am still Church of God in Christ.
Okay, they
and
said
I'm
you
a
were
recording artist.
they said you were echoing. Okay, I think the echo should be gone now, y'all. No, I think it's gone now. Let me know if it's gone. Tell me if it's gone, Brother Will. Let your husband be our technical advisor tonight. It should be gone now. Let me know. Somebody let me know. I see Ray-Tina. Ray, let me know. It should be gone now. Let me know before we move on with the interview. There we go. They say it's gone. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was my fault. That wasn't her fault.
Cool.
So, why St. Louis?
Why St. Louis? Well, I'm now the worship pastor at the St. Louis Dream Center. So that's the reason I moved here.
Got you.
To become the worship pastor, yeah.
So, I mean, how did that happen? You see it online? Did somebody tell you about it or what?
I actually did. I have been a worship leader for quite a while, for several years now, and a choir director. You know, growing up, coaching, when your father's the pastor, you sometimes have no choice to do those things. But that's what I did, and so I wanted to do it full time. So I was looking for a position, and I just I Googled worship pastor, and that came up. And actually, Joyce Meyer's picture came up, Joyce Meyer Ministries, and I was like, she has a church. So I
You did wait a minute. You didn't know Joyce Myers had a church?
No, I knew she had conferences, but I didn't know she had a church.
Wow.
So I looked at it and then I just, went on about my business, and then I went to sleep and I kept thinking about it. And so I was like, you should apply. And I was like, that's in St. Louis. So I applied and it happened so quick, and here I am. And it's a blessing. It's really a blessing.
What was your biggest fear about St. Louis?
Well, the fact that I didn't know anybody here was a big thing, but everybody tried to scare me and say St. Louis is the murder capital.
Well, I mean,
that's what everybody was saying. That was the biggest thing. It is. But I think just being away from family and friends, I've always lived in Ohio. I think we moved away to Indiana for like 9 months when we first got married, but I've been in Ohio all my life, and I'm a bit of a daddy's girl. So I was a little afraid to move for that reason. But yeah, when my dad gave me the okay, I was like, all right, I'm going there.
So for those of you all who don't know, she is the first cousin of my boy, my partner, the one and only Rev Mel, the minister of music, worship pastor and musician, Keith Leak, y'all. That's my boy.
Yes.
Be not dismayed.
Brother cousin.
Well, ever be ties. God will take care of that. Keith
Take
Leak,
care
y'all.
of you.
I know that's right. That's my boy. This is the first cousin. So what is it? Your father and his mother, or?
No, our mothers were sisters. They both passed away.
Oh,
but, yeah,
wow.
our mothers were
Okay.
sisters. Yeah.
Okay.
So Keith played a big part in my musical background. I mean, a huge part.
Like,
I don't even know if he realized how much.
Like what?
So, well, my mom played the piano at the church anyway, and she taught me, sing hymns and stuff. But Keith was the minister of music, and then Keith had a community choir. But when I was very little, like 5 or 6, Keith allowed me to lead a song with the choir, and it was my first time, and I did a good job. And so,
was that your first time ever singing in church?
It was my first time just leading a song with the adult choir.
Okay.
So I always sang with the kids, the Sunshine Band. But he gave me that opportunity.
You're Kojic for real, the Sunshine Band.
And I did very well. And so from then on, I would follow Keith wherever I could go. And so I was in his community choir for many, many years.
So what's the very first song you ever sang in church that you ever led?
Ooh.
And how old were you?
I used to sing At the Cross as a solo. But I led Gonna Move On Up the Mountain. That was by DeLeon Richards.
By DeLeon Richards. Gonna move on up the mountain.
Yes.
Come on.
And Keith used to play it on the organ.
See, you knew the St. Louis. You don't know, Shawanda. I'm the music historian of St. Louis now. So you can't call out nothing I don't know. I know it all. I own it all. I got it all.
Yeah.
Oh, so how old were you? You said how old were you?
Ooh, I want to say, well, when I led that song, I might have been like 6, 7-ish. But I was singing before then. But that was like my first big song.
So look at Pastor Charles Bethany Jr. talking about sing too.
Sing too.
Let me see who else we got. I see Raytina here tonight. Raytina Robinson, Sister Chiquita Sumner. Good evening. Robin Hamlin. Good evening. Got a lot of people. Zito Alfonso Harry. Let me ask you this question: on your biscuits, are you a biscuit eater? You like biscuits?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, look, who, me? No, it's funny. I really don't like biscuits a whole lot.
Really?
Mm-hmm. No, they too doughy. It's too much bread.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never been careful.
So fried chicken, Popeyes, KFC, or Churches?
Churches.
You like Churches?
Believe it or not.
That's how I know you didn't grow up in St. Louis.
What'd you say?
That's how I know you didn't grow up here, because most people don't like it. They live here. Dr. Timothy Price, my boy.
Dating, but not very many.
Bert Coleman Jr., my partner. Okay, one has to go. Let me stop the music for this one. I want to hear your answer. Kim Burrell, Karen Clark Sheard, or Vanessa Bell Armstrong?
Oh, my God. One has to go?
One has to go.
All right, don't y'all get mad at me. Karen Clark Sheard.
Oh, what? What is wrong with you?
That was really a loaded question. It's hard. And I just had to think. Never mind. I can't explain it. I can.
So who is the first? Who is your number one? Who is your number two then? Out of that one,
my number one is probably Vanessa Bell Armstrong. I really like her too.
Okay.
I did a tribute to her with I Hear Music in the Air, and I got to do some of her songs right in front of her. That was a treat. Oh,
were you really nervous?
Extremely.
I'm sure.
But she got up and she did that go ahead wave, so I was all right.
Oh man, you said who did you say? Karen Clark has to go.
I think you would have played that music no matter who I named.
I think so. Okay, so let me ask you this. You being from the Dayton area, how are the church music scenes different and how are they similar? Dayton versus St. Louis?
Well, they're very similar in the sense that everybody knows each other. And like now I'm starting to see when I go to different events, start seeing the same people. So everybody knows each other. Everybody can sing. Let me see what's different. I'm trying to think what's really different because it's a lot that It's kind of the same. Well, you know what? It's a lot more people here that can really sing. Like, I
Okay.
mean, you can show up sing. You know, you can have some people who are. They're okay. I'm
Wow.
weak.
Stephen Golden Jr. said, ask her if she likes Sorrento's pizza.
I do.
Is that a Ohio thing?
No, that's on Royal Caribbean ships. So if you ever go on a cruise, it stay open to 3 a.m. And we always cruise with Stephen and his wife Tiffany every year. We didn't get to go this year because of Corona. But that's our spot, boy, to 3 in the morning.
So tell me about okay, so like the Dream Center, that's the name of the church, right? Dream Center?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The music you all do, the style of music is more worship style of music, right?
Yeah. It's a mixture of.
How was that adjustment for you?
How's that been? So it's more CCM than it is more contemporary gospel. So that was quite an adjustment. You know, like, well, I went to private school growing up, so I knew a lot of CCM songs.
Gotcha.
But at church, we didn't. We just did all straight gospel, churchy. We driving it. So coming here, doing that type of music, but doing it with a multi-track, that's what was really different. That was a big challenge for me with the backing vocals, because I'm used to straight up, all right, sopranos is your part, altos, tenors. All right, let's do this. Oh, we can add a fourth part. Let's sing it. No track. It's raw. We doing it. It's our voices. But with the backing vocals, and then you have to learn the format of the track, because I was messing up like it was nothing. So that was quite an adjustment doing things that way. But now I've gotten used to it, of course.
So hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Kelly Nicole, wife of Dr. Timothy Price, says you don't like emos.
Kelly? No, that is so gross. It's that.
All right, well, we thank you for joining us tonight. We're gonna come up with our next guest. We're gonna get rid of her. We're gonna boot her tonight. You don't like emos?
No.
But you know, most people from out of town don't. You almost have to grow up here to really, really like it.
Well, Keith don't like it either.
And your husband just said emos is trash. Boy.
Gross.
Next time I see your husband, I'm not going to even speak. I'm just going to look at him.
It's that
trash.
Cheese, man.
Wow. Okay, so you talked about you said it wasn't really an adjustment because you sang that kind of music?
No, it was because, I mean, I sang along in chapel. I was used to hearing it and I knew a lot of it. I was real familiar. And so that wasn't the hard part. The hard part was actually praise and worship, because I didn't ever do any of that for worship. Unless, you know, when Church of God in Christ get a CCM song, how we going to change the entire song.
Absolutely.
Or our people, we gonna hook it up. It's gonna have a bass line, and we gonna speed it up or slow
Our
it down.
God is greater. Our God is stronger. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or we just gonna pick part of the song that we like, and we gonna just drive that song part. That's what we're gonna do.
What's your favorite fast food restaurant? Favorite fast food
My favorite
restaurant?
fast food? Arby's.
You kind of weird, huh?
I know that's weird.
What's your husband's favorite fast food restaurant?
Weird? What do you like? I don't know.
Sound like you don't know.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, okay. Let me ask you this now.
I'm probably wrong.
I already realized tonight I don't really like you. But Q, now this right here, you can come back to my good graces or it's over. Qdoba or Chipotle?
Chipotle. What? Qdoba is a knockoff. It is so nasty. What is wrong?
Craig Towns, please come get your artist. Since Craig is here, let's talk about C-Note. Let me just change the subject. Talk about C-Note for a minute. How did that happen? How did you even meet Craig and Tony? And have you even met Tiffany and Terry?
I had.
Okay.
I knew Tiffany before I moved here.
Okay.
So I actually met them through Rodney, and I had seen them various places, but I didn't know that they were Craig and Tony. Like I said, I was going to different events, And I started seeing the same people, but I didn't know who they were. So I had talked to Rodney about like who was managing, what he was doing, you know, and he introduced me to them. And so we just kind of built the relationship that way, and things went from there.
Oh my goodness. This interview is going to the pits. Let me ask you this. I got 2 more questions to ask you. Tony is here too. Tony Towns, good evening. C-Note is in the house tonight, y'all.
Yay!
So let me ask you this question. Let me see if you can bounce back. So even though we know it doesn't work like this, but let's just say you know you're going to be trapped on an island for 1 year. Name one gospel CD, just one, that you would take to listen to for a year.
For a year?
Mm-hmm.
It would probably be John P. Key. Can it be like, it had to be one particular, well, it could be like his.
It could be a compilation, but you got to tell me which one it is.
Oh.
Mike Pugh.
What'd you say?
No, go ahead.
Oh, you said Mike Pugh. Well, only thing I can think of is Show Up, that album. But I want some of the other album.
Give me one.
Dang. What is it? Well, they had the gold. I had the VHS of it. They had on blue and gold. Dang.
I know which one you're talking about.
I can't think of it. Okay.
That's the one with Jesus is Real, isn't it? Isn't that the one with Jesus is Real, right?
That was on there, and then he had Lily in the Valley. He had a bunch of them on there. Yeah,
that's.
But it was a live concert.
Man, this has been
No.
Let me ask you this before we get to this song. It was "Wash Me." That's what Ray Tina said. Ray said it was "Wash Me."
That's it. Yes, ma'am.
10 seconds or less. All right. Before we talk about this song of yours, 10 seconds or less, without saying or without repeating the same one twice. Without saying without repeating the same one twice. Name 7 Eddie Murphy movies. Go.
Man, Dr. Dolittle.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
And I had them all in my head. Let's try it again.
All right.
I am bomb.
I got one more for you. 10 seconds. Without saying or repeating the same one twice. Name all 5 Clark sisters. Wait. First names, alphabetical order. Go.
Nope. Say it again.
Nope. You trying to act like you. No, you
Okay.
cheating. You cheating.
You did.
You gonna try to act like you didn't hear me.
No, I promise.
You trying to think. Okay. First names, alphabetical order. Go.
Okay. Albanita. Denise. Dorinda. Jackie Karen.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
Denise comes before Elbanita. Her name is with an E, not with an A. Wait a minute. Let's check with the judges. Let me check with the judges first. Hold on. Let's check with the judges.
Come on, judges. Come on, be on my side.
Let's check with the judges. Let's see. Judges. Yep, it's with the E. You wrong. Ha!
No!
Yep. You are wrong.
I should have just said Twinkie and put it in that order.
You could have done Twinkie and you'd have been all right. You are wrong. Okay.
But I thought of her first name. I just did. Okay. This is the funniest interview ever.
So talk to me about your song "My Turn."
So "My Turn" is on my current album, You. It's upbeat, up tempo. It's one of my favorite songs. It was wrote by Christopher Surratt. He's in Dayton, and Darrell Mays. So it's a pretty cool song. I think you'll like it when you play it. So.
All right. Well, we're gonna play "My Turn." real quick, y'all. We're going to come
right.
back and we'll talk to Miss Shawanda Smith for about another couple of minutes. And then y'all stay tuned for Rodney Douglas coming up right here on the MeTooMusic show. About to say the morning show. It's not the morning show. But here's My Turn. Check it out. Kevin Kelly, I got you, Craig. Brother Stephen Cooper Jr.
Sick of going through life, waiting for the moment my ship will sail out upon the ocean. Sick of fearing I will fail. Sick of never feeling good enough. So I'm packing my bags, gassing up the vehicle. Like broken glass, and I'm feeling quite stronger, hurting no longer. Now I'm saying bye-bye to the doubts in my mind. Not looking for payback, I'm loving the space that I'm in. Now I'm gonna win, and I'm moving like a soldier. Brush the dirt off my shoulders, cause my steps have been ordered. Now it's my
That is Shawanda Northern Smith, y'all, with My Turn. Tell us how we can get that. Somebody's asking, how can they get your project?
Oh, you can get it it's on iTunes, it's on Google Play, all digital outlets. You can get it and download it.
All digital outlets. Now, for you to be born and raised Kojic, that's definitely, I expected my turn, my turn. So
No.
no, I'm just playing. But that I love that, and nice video too. Y'all be sure to check out her video. It's on YouTube. Just type in Shawanda Smith, My Turn. Talk about your role with Kojic. What is your role with the Church of God in Christ?
So I am a licensed missionary in the Church of God in Christ.
Oh, okay, all right. So this is your theme song right here. So what do you do? So since you're a licensed missionary.
That's a good memory. I haven't heard that in a while.
So what does that mean? What do you do?
Actually, well, back at home, my main role was music ministry. So I use my as a missionary. I did do like I assisted with communion. I didn't preach very much. I did speak sometimes, and do prayer services and things like that. But one of my other main roles, which I think they're asking about, is with the IMD, the International Music Department. So I am on the praise and worship team, which is Send You the First, woo-hoo. And then I am a frontline singer, which is also called Sounds of Levi. So we are like the mic singers. And I'm faithful to this ministry. I love it with all my heart.
Yeah, I've seen you on a few videos. Definitely seen you on a few videos. How does your, first of all, how many children do you have?
We have 5.
What?
Yes.
Wow, I got 5 too. I was about to say there's a lot of kids, but I got 5 too. Oh man. So
Yeah.
how have your children, 2 questions. How have they adjusted to St. Louis? And how do they deal with you being like your role in the Kojic Church? Do they go to the conventions with you and to convocation and things like that?
Sometimes they're normally roaming the halls when they go, or they're in the Kojic Mall the whole time when they do come. But of course, they grew up Sunshine Band, all that. One of my daughters praise dance, and I made them sing when they were younger. They don't sing as much now, but they're used to be singing. When I do events as an artist, my daughters go with me and help me with my table, things like that. So they're very used to that, and so they enjoy it. They still love it. But being here in St. Louis, I would say for the most part, we've adjusted pretty well. Now, my oldest daughter, she goes to school at Alabama State University.
Okay.
And so it's been more of, not as easy for her to adjust here. She comes, when school is out, she was here just now for the, we had the stay-at-home order.
Right.
She was here, but her heart is down south. She really loves it down there. So she's kind of back and forth. But for the most part, they like it.
Well, y'all, that is Shawanda Smith. I'm so glad you joined me tonight. But before you leave now, before you get out of here, I got one more for you. I got one more for you. I'm sure you're familiar with.
I'm trying to redeem myself, really.
Okay, well, here it is right here. I'm sure you're familiar with the game Song Association, right? Song Association. That's such a tongue twister for me. You are familiar with Song Association. You're not?
Not really, but let's play.
Okay, so what happens is I'll give you one word. You have 10 seconds to sing a song with either that word in the lyric or in the title of the song.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Your word is right. R-I-G-H-T. Right.
Wright State University. Success within your reach. That's where I went to school. That's the song.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. That's probably the worst song choice anybody has ever sung on this show.
Who's gonna think of right? W-R-I-G-H-T. Who's gonna think of that?
Well, that's
You got something for that?
no. It's R-I-G-H-T, not W.
I thought you said W-R.
R-I-G-H-T.
Listen, y'all. I promise you, it's really cutting in and out. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Come
One
on,
more.
come
I'll give
on.
you another one. I'll give you another one. Your word is strength.
You are my strength, strength like no other,
Oh, yeah.
strength like no other reaches to me. Where you going?
Keep going. Keep going.
In the fullness of your grace and in the power of your name, you lift me up. Oh, you lift me up. You are my strength. Oh, strength like no other. Strength like no other. And it reaches to me.
Oh, yeah. About time.
Finally, this is the.
At least go out on a good note. That's what I'm talking about. At least end this on a good note. Y'all, this is Shawanda Smith, and her husband is on here letting her have it all night. Her friend Steve Golden Jr. said those whack earpods be cutting in and out.
Shut up.
He letting you have it tonight.
It probably is these because you are going in and out.
Yeah, that's you. That's your fault. That's your fault. Hey, thank you for joining us, Shawanda. At any time you want to talk to us and you want to come on here, all you have to do is let me know. Just call me, send me a text, say I want to come on. And next time I want to have a game with you and your husband. I want to do like a newlywed married couples game.
Oh, Jesus.
And
okay,
let's do that. All right, Sister Shawanda Smith, y'all. We stay tuned, stay locked. We coming right back with Rodney Douglas. Answer your phone, Rodney.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
New EP from St. Louis area songwriter, praise leader, and MeTooMusic artist, Ray-Tina, featuring the high energy song, Thank You. And There's No Other Name. Download it today at The Source at MeTooMusic.com/The Source. That's METOMusic.com/The Source. Ray-Tina, Thank You. Available now.
One. All right. Let me get her off the screen right there and bring up my next guest. My next my next guest is already here, but I'm looking for his screen. Where is he?
I see myself. Do I gotta do something else?
No, I got you. Here I come. There we go.
Well,
there he is, y'all. The one and only, y'all. I still call him Lil Rodney. Rodney Douglas Jr. Yeah, y'all. So we got Lil Rodney here. Lil Rodney. That's what I call him, Lil Rodney. Lil Rodney Douglas Jr. Man, welcome, man.
What's up?
Welcome to the COVID-19 edition of the MeTooMusic show.
Love it.
Where we get to talk to y'all. First of all, for those of who are joining us, because I see Shawanda has a lot of people on, just introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into this.
Awesome. I'm Rodney Douglas. I'm a worship leader at Faith Church. I'm an artist. I love Jesus. Kojic. I don't know what to say.
He said he's Kojic.
And God. I'm just nobody trying to tell everybody.
Oh, man. Gennaro Wilson, my brother. Good evening, man. Good evening. Good evening. Lloyd Nix, I see you, man. We got Lloyd coming up next, you all. So y'all be sure to stay tuned. I'm tongue twisted tonight. Be sure to stay tuned. But right now we got the one and only Rodney Douglas Jr. Lil Rodney. Hey, so how many siblings do you have, man? I never really hear you talk about your siblings for real.
I have two older sisters. One is Kristen Douglas, now Kristen Jacobs, and Casey Douglas. They're my best friends.
Really?
They really are. We talk every day.
Really? That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Does everybody sing?
Yes, they can sing. They used to be in my little singing group when I first started. Then they stopped showing up. But it's all they can sing though.
Ray-Tina, you so messy.
What's he say?
I tell you off air. She almost made me choke. Oh man. What's the very first song you sang in church? I asked Shawanda the same question. And how old were you?
The very first song I led was The Safest Place. That duet that Karen and Kiki did. Me and my sisters used to sing that. I think I had to be probably 3. We used to sing that at my dad's church and my granddad's church and like go back and forth like we was on tour.
You said you sang it at your dad's church and your granddad's church.
Oh yeah, we was national.
So for those of you all who don't know, y'all know Bobby Connor and Rodney are first cousins. Their mothers are sisters. But then Kendall Douglas and Rodney are first cousins because their dads are brothers. So it's just crazy how the whole family thing, goes. And then Kendall is married to Michelle Ford, which is Mitchell's.
Everybody
and then Amy and Bobby are married, and Amy and Amber are sisters. Right. It's just this whole big whole big goulash of family here in the St. Louis area. Hey man, Kool-Aid or soda?
Kool-Aid.
What flavor?
Red.
There you go. You black. Oh yeah.
Hey, the food questions I got, it's the other stuff.
I said, what flavor? He said red. That's how you know you black for real, boy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles from the Waffle House.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't sit at home and make them, so.
Are you a biscuit man? You like biscuits?
I do.
Are you a jelly, syrup, or honey man on your biscuits?
Jelly and butter.
Jelly and butter. What flavor? Like I asked Shawanda the same question.
Ask me different questions.
This question, I have this question for both of you all. So you now work, of course, everybody knows you come out of Greater Liberty. I said Greater Liberty, Greater New Covenant, Church of God in Christ. I said Greater Liberty. I had Bobby on my mind. That's why I said Greater Liberty. Greater New Covenant, I was about to say your uncle's church. I'm tripping. So I told you I got Bobby on my mind because Bobby's uncle is your dad. So Greater New Covenant, which of course, Kojic Church, you know, probably more gospel-y music, church music. And now you're at Faith Church, right?
Yes, sir.
How has the adjustment been for you?
I've been there about a year now, so like it's kind of like my new normal. I'm used to it, but when I first came, it was very different. I can't say straight CCM because they do a little bit of gospel. They do a little bit of everything. Okay. So it was definitely an adjustment. I had to kind of learn how to balance and let the songs be what they truly are and not just like run and holler on everything. So, yeah.
Is that your biggest adjustment there? That thing right there?
Yes, I would say that. And then I've never worked full-time ministry, so I always kind of did music and church in its own avenue. Then when I was working, I worked for the government, so it was very separate. But now that like my passion and everything is all in one, it's just a lot different balancing. But yeah.
What singer did you try to be like growing up? Who did you pattern yourself after?
Who did I pattern growing up?
Yep.
I listened to everybody.
But who was the one person though that you kind of took after their style and you kind of liked their style?
Man, I'm a Kojic baby, so I listen to a lot of Clark Sisters, Donnie McClurkin, Marvin Sapp. Yeah. So okay, so let me see. Of course, we know we're gonna be talking about our worship in a minute, so y'all stay tuned because we are going to do a world premiere. Where is Hernandez? Somebody tag Hernandez. Let Hernandez know we world premiered 2 songs tonight. World premiere
before Jubilee 690. I'm just playing though, Hernandez. But before we get off into that, of course, let me see. What was your first release? Was it All the Praise? The 2 play?
Yeah, I released 2 songs. It was I Want God and All the Praise.
And then you had How I Made It, the EP.
Yep.
And which my cut is Angel, boy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where's my cut? That's my cut. Let me just play.
I was never perfect.
Let me play 20
never
seconds.
Proclaim to be. Yeah. But God said I was worth it, worth His time and energy. Oh, God saw a need, and in His own way, He'd provide.
All right, let me play 40 seconds.
Yes, He would. He saw my situation and sent an angel by my side. So I thank you for sending me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my jam. Oh yeah, that's my jam right there, man.
I love it, man.
Yeah, that was really a really good project. And the reason I brought up your old stuff is because I want to know what's different. What have you noticed different about yourself musically? Talk about your growth. Let's talk about then, like when you first did All the Praise, that 2-play project, and then all the way up to Our Worship. Talk about the difference in Rodney Douglas.
I didn't really know who I was in the very beginning. I just knew I loved to sing. I loved music, and I knew how to sing a little bit at least. So when I was recording that, I didn't really know about placement, but just balancing a song. I just kind of was throwing it all out there. And I don't know, over the years and just singing places and different experiences, I just think I've grown a lot more vocally. And now I know exactly what I want. I know what to ask for. And I don't know, I guess I'm a little more just strategic about my music. I know what I want. I know who I am. And I think that can show through the music.
Is it hard for you to listen to your old stuff?
Yeah.
Why? That's usually how it goes for all artists, but why for you?
I don't know. I cringe at it just because I feel like I'm so different now. I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I release that? But I've learned to appreciate it and to just appreciate where I started, you know? Like sometimes I actually make myself listen to it just to see where I've come from. Like even some old videos. Like I look at this video on YouTube of 24 Hours of Prayer that I did with you. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I sound a mess.
No, you didn't.
I can just still see my heart in it. It's just a pretty cool thing to watch. I don't know.
Well, wait till you've been in it a long time like me. 28 years.
Jeez.
Dude, I don't know what that stuff sounded like back then.
I wasn't 28 yet.
I refuse to listen to it. You're not even 28 yet.
I'm 26.
Oh, him just a baby.
Yeah, man.
Man, Rodney. I guess I do remember when I remember, I think my first recollection of you was about 12 years ago at the end of Megan Williams, now McNeil's recording, and they passed you the mic to say something on the bonus footage video, and you sang for a quick second, but you were just a kid then. Let me see, 26. So you were like 14 years old at that point.
Yep.
Wow.
That was my first St. Louis like big concert, because I went to some events, but I'd never been to like something like that. I didn't really know a lot of people, but that was like my first. Yeah.
Wow. What's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? Jesus, I watch so many shows. Grey's Anatomy.
Okay, I haven't gotten into Grey's Anatomy yet. Everybody talks about it.
It's good.
Hernandez, he's here. Hernandez PK Union. They start tagging you, Hernandez, because I said tonight we're premiering 2 brand new songs, world premiere on tonight. I say, where's Hernandez? So I can gloat.
I'm gonna be with him tomorrow,
and I can brag. You gonna be with Hernandez tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Great. But today is today, and tomorrow is tomorrow. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. But y'all be sure to tune in tomorrow. What time will you be there with him tomorrow?
Jesus, I think 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Rick and Tony, help me out. I believe 4 o'clock.
For the afternoon drive with Hernandez, Jubilee KSTL 690. Y'all can catch it at Jubilee 690, I believe, .com. For those of you all who want to check it out. Deacon and Sharon Moore, good evening. Valencia Smouye, good evening. And Chris Flip, what up, Chris? Good evening, and good evening. Okay, she said 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock it is.
I was right.
All right, Doritos or Cheetos?
Ooh, Doritos.
Regular, spicy, or ranch? Spicy.
Ooh, wait. Ooh, spicy.
I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Shawanda.
No!
You know you're going to be trapped on an island for 1 year. What's the one gospel album you take with you?
Everlasting Life, Kim Burrell.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That should be around 2000. Yeah, 2000, I believe. Yeah, that's a classic right there. That's probably one of the best gospel albums ever made.
Period.
Absolutely.
Raw singing.
Produced by Asaph Alex Ward.
Yes,
and
sir.
That's a great segue. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Come on, IYC, make some noise.
International Youth, IYC. What's the C stand for? Choir, okay. This is produced by Asaph Alex Ward. Jesus Blessed Savior, featuring Lil Rodney. Listen to it real quick.
I need thee every hour. Most gracious Lord, no tender voice like thine can ease afford. Hey, I need thee every hour. Please stay nearby. Temptation to lose the power.
Shawanda said she was there.
Oh yeah, this is at the Angel.
And Hernandez said your interview will air at 5 p.m.
Yeah, come on, sing Jesus bless it. Jesus bless it, sing. Oh Lord, cause I need you. Jesus bless it, sing. Oh God, Jesus bless it. Jesus bless it, sing. So Savior, I need you every hour.
Yeah, let's get this verse out.
In joy or in pain. Come quickly and abide. Or my life will be in vain. Come on, raise it up. Hey, I need you every hour. Keep me in your will.
Rodney always singing. Look at him. He's singing with himself, singing to himself. Yeah,
I sing all day, man.
All day. As soon as I called him tonight, as soon as he answered the phone, before he said hello, he said, "Ooh, what's up, man?" I'm like, let me tell you, don't ever sit in front of Rodney, or don't ever sit behind Rodney at any musical church service program. He is going to sing through the entire event. Absolutely.
I'm gonna start sitting in the back.
Man, your cousin Kendall Douglas says you ripped this one, cuz.
Kendall, we grew up singing together.
Yeah, Kendall can sing. Kendall can definitely sing.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of growing up, what did you want to be growing up? What was your goal?
Growing up, what did I want to be? I wanted to be a doctor. Yep.
Really?
Because my dad was. Yep.
Oh, what made that change?
I fell in love with music, and then I just like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Pastor Jimmy Franklin, good evening. Good evening.
Pastor John.
Good evening. All right, we're gonna talk. We're gonna world premiere this song. Y'all stay tuned, stay locked, because we will be talking to Lloyd Nix coming up here in the next few minutes. Aunt Gloria, my Aunt Gloria White. Good evening. Good evening, and good evening. So, let me ask you this real quick. 10 seconds.
No.
Yep, we're gonna play a game.
It's time to play your game.
I don't be knowing nothing.
That's all right. This is about food. This one right here, so you will know this one.
Boom, let's go.
In 10 seconds, without saying or repeating the same one twice. Miss Kimberly Jones Hancock, good evening. Without saying or repeating the same one twice, name 6 cereal brands. Go.
Kellogg's, Lucky Charms, Cheerios, Fruit Loops.
3, 2,
Special K.
1.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
Man.
I don't like cereal like that.
Oh, you don't?
It's good, but I just had it when I was a kid.
What do you eat for breakfast every morning? What's your
I
breakfast
skip
of
breakfast
choice?
a lot, but usually I have a coffee and a donut or a coffee and a granola bar.
Okay. 10 seconds without saying or repeating the same one twice. This will be a good one. You ready?
Jesus. Yep.
You ready? 6. Only 6. Name 6 Kirk Franklin songs. Go.
Stop. Hello. What? My brain is losing it.
3, 2.
Wow.
I can't even think. My brain froze.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
Wow, imagine me. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Man. Wow. That's pretty horrible, man.
It's bad, I told you. It's the pressure. I could write down probably 100 songs he sings.
Well, let's talk about this new song, Our Worship.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about it.
It's pretty simple. It's just a worship song, and it's self-entitled. Our Worship is basically just kind of my heart's cry, a promise I made to the Lord that I'll worship a part of the song says, "I'll remain consistent in my worship," which is really, I don't know, it means a lot to me because like in this walk, you can get really caught up in just like the everyday, day to day, and you will forget about that quality time with the Lord, about reading your word. And I just made a promise, I'll remain consistent every day in my worship, like it won't stop. And so wrote a song about it.
Shout out to people who worked on it with you.
Yes, sir. So Josh Mayfield produced it. He did just about everything. He played the drums, did the synth, all of that. Josh Orr played the keyboard, and the bass player is, oh Lord Jesus, I forgot his name. But
where's C-Note? C-Note, where are you now?
Help me.
They're gonna find you tonight. You're gonna get fined.
Okay, the background vocalist is Mariah Harris, Amy Connor, Chanel Scott, Gabriel Moore, myself, Real vocal produced it, and Timmy Howard.
Cool. Well, Hernandez, are you ready? I'm like Chris Watkins. Hernandez, are you ready? It's time for this world premiere, brand spank new song. First time y'all gonna hear it.
Oh yeah!
It comes out tomorrow. It comes out probably tonight at midnight. Technically, Central Standard Time, it'll probably be at 11 o'clock, for real.
That's when I go look. Like, did it go through?
Yeah.
His name is Robbie Moore from Kansas City.
There you go. See, I was trying to give you time to get it. Robbie Moore.
Bless you, man of God.
Kansas City. But stay tuned. Stay locked. We're going to come back and talk to you a couple more minutes after we premiere this song.
Let's do it.
This is Lil Rodney Douglas. I'll Worship world premiere.
On my knees will I worship. At your feet is where I long to be. In your presence, my spirit is renewed. In your presence, I find you. Hey, and I am willing. I am willing to worship you. Now everybody clap your hands.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, on my knees will I worship. At your feet is where I long to be. In your presence, my spirit is renewed. In your presence, I find you. Sing it out. I am willing. I am willing. I am willing to worship you. Say I am willing. I am willing. I am willing to worship you. I will remain. Sing it out. Consistent in my worship. I will remain. I will remain. Consistent in my faith. That's my promise to you. I will remain. Consistent in my worship. Yes, I will. It doesn't matter how I feel, I will remain. Yeah.
Everybody do me a favor and share the show. Let everybody know we're premiering Rodney.
Consistent in my praise. So I worship. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll praise. I'll worship.
Oh yeah.
I'll praise. So I'll worship. You say I'll worship. I'll praise. I'll praise. I'll worship. I'll worship. I'll praise. I'll praise. It doesn't matter what I'm going through. I'll praise. I'll praise. I'll worship. I'll worship. And I'll praise. I'll praise. 'Cause you've been so good to me. I'll praise. I'll praise. You've been so faithful. I'll worship. I'll praise. Say in spirit and in truth. Say I'll worship. Sing it out. In spirit and in truth. Say I'll worship. My will. Say I'll worship. That's what I was created
Oh yeah.
for. I'll worship you. Yes, I will. Say I'll worship you.
Hey, you, Amy. Oh man, Josh Mayfield. Somebody smack him for me. Kick him upside his head. Man, that is Little Rodney, y'all. Little Rodney. That's Rodney Douglas with his brand new song, Our Worship. Good evening, Tanya Coleman, who also has brand new music out.
Your album is dope.
Brother David Bradford, Janelle Wilson is on here saying, yes, sir, Rod is the real deal for real.
Thanks, bro.
Miss Mary Vita Jones Moorhead, good evening. My boy, my brother, Herb Caldwell. See who else? Talisa Patterson, good evening. And Light Beats. What's up, man? Good evening, good evening, good evening. That is good, man. That's a good song. How are you gonna come after this?
I don't know. I've been working on some more music. I'm just kind of, I don't know, just creating whatever God give me.
How are you gonna come after this? That's crazy. Look at the one and only, y'all. Shanita Jones.
Shanita!
What up, Shanita? Good evening, good evening, and good evening. Yeah, man, I'm trying to see how you gonna come after that. Did y'all share? Did everybody on here share and let everybody know that we're playing Rodney Douglas? We just premiered his brand spank new single, which is coming out tonight at midnight on all digital outlets, right?
Yes, sir. Everywhere.
How much is it?
$1.
$1 or 99 cents?
99 cents.
Okay.
Yep.
Brother Joseph Reed, good evening, and good evening. Oh, yeah. That is, man, that's nice. Okay, Song Association. You know it. You know the rules. You know how it goes. You ready?
I think so.
We'll give you a word. You have to. It has to be either in the title of the song or it has to be in the lyric. And y'all stay tuned, stay locked, don't go anywhere. Lloyd Nix is coming up in a minute.
Nix,
but
bro.
I want to embarrass Rodney again real quick.
No, don't say nothing.
You ready? Here we go. Your word is life. L-I-F-E. Life.
Before I spoke, I don't know. You're giving me life. Abundantly, overwhelming. I don't know what song that is, but it just popped in my head.
That's Israel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You made it out by the skin of your teeth on that.
I made it though. How I made it.
Nephew Phil Shirley, that's my nephew. What's up, man? He's now a trader. He's left St. Louis and moved on. But that's my nephew. Here's your next word. Give. G-I-V-E. Give.
Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks. Yep.
Keep going.
To the
keep going.
Holy One. Give thanks, for he's given Jesus Christ, his son. I really like the next part. And now, let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks.
Come on, give us one more round. Give us one more round.
And now, let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I'm rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. My neighbor's gonna kill me.
That's Rodney, y'all. Little Rodney Douglas. Oh, man. Good evening, my brother, Darius Hicks. Quincy Scott, good evening. Miss Brenda Henson. Okay, I got another word for you before we get to Lloyd.
Let's do it.
You ready? Your word is prove. Prove. Prove.
Prove the doubters wrong. Show them you're still mighty and strong. Fight this battle for me.
There we go.
Help my unbelief so I can tell all my friends you have won again. I got it. Prove.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one, y'all. That is Rodney Douglas.
Yes, sir.
Rodney Douglas. Any last words, man? Anything you want to say?
All I gotta say is tomorrow, if you could please download our worship, screenshot it and share it and tag me and let me know what you think. Give me your honest opinion. If you don't like it, just send me a message. Don't post it. But just all the good stuff.
Send it to Craig and Tony. Send it,
right.
Y'all send it to Craig and Tony. Send it to C-Note. Send it to Tiffany and Terrence. Shout out your C-Note family, man.
Nope. Yes, sir.
That's all you got to say. I said, shout out to C-Note family. You said C-Note.
Oh, I thought you were saying shout out to C-Note. Shout out to my family. I've been with C-Note for about, I think like 5 or 6 years. They've been with me since the beginning. Tony Towns, Craig Towns, Tiffany Price, and Terrence Price. They've been doing an incredible job. Love y'all. Family.
That's Rodney Douglas, y'all. Y'all stay tuned, stay locked, don't go anywhere. Share the show. Let everybody know that Lloyd Nix is coming up next with another world premiere. What up, Danae? That's my sister right there. Thank you, Rodney, man.
All right, y'all.
Dr. Levi R. King Sr. and the GAB Fact Restoration Choir in You There's Rest. The new live energy-filled project from Dr. King and Restoration Choir featuring One More Day. Until that moment comes. The anthem inspired His Mercy Forever. I Won't Quit, featuring Raytina and Pastor Michael A. Lampton. And much more. It's available now to download at The Source, MeTooMusic.com/The Source. That's METOMusic.com/The Source. You can also pick up a physical copy at Gateway Area Bible Fellowship Church. Dr. Levi R. King Sr. and the Gateway Area Bible Fellowship Restoration Choir, In You There's Rest. In You There's Rest. Available now.
Oh, yeah, and we are back, y'all. We are back, and welcome to the show. I want to welcome my brother, my little young brother here, the one and only Lloyd Nix.
See me?
Let me see. Let me scoot you over a little bit, Lloyd. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Where are you? I'll scoot you over. You stay there.
All right, you do it.
Well, actually.
You need me to do it?
Oh, you know what?
Cameraman.
Oh, it's because you're on the wrong. I'm on the wrong one. Here we go. I got you. There we go.
On, man. There we go. You got me.
Look at you. Got nice light. You got some professional lights, don't you?
Yep.
I see it. Skin all clear and smooth. You all bright.
No, that's my wife teaching me how to moisturize and exfoliate and stuff. She be giving me facials and everything.
Well, I see a twinkle in your eye. I don't know if it's the light or when you talked about your wife. Man,
it's my wife.
It's your wife. Shout out to Ashley. Put her mean self. Good evening, Ashley.
My wife ain't mean.
She only be mean to me though. I don't know why Ashley always mean to me.
She will cut you if you mess with me.
Yes,
I'm just gonna tell you that now.
She cuts me when I don't mess with you.
She will.
Man, shout out to Ash though. Dude, welcome. I'm excited about this.
What's up?
This has been a good night. We had Shawanda Smith on here tonight. We had Rodney Douglas on here. Now we got Lloyd Nix. We get to close this out with Lloyd. And for Hernandez, we're doing a world premiere tonight.
Man, leave Hernandez alone, man.
Hey, Hernandez is one of my favorite people on the planet. That's the only reason I always mess with him live on here. But just like I said, we're doing a world premiere here tonight, Hernandez.
What's up? I got to say hi to people, too. What's up, Tony?
Go.
What's up,
Go.
Mike? What's up? Hernandez on here. Love all y'all,
Absolutely.
I'm doing your job. I'm taking over. Hold on.
You know how this go. We in this together, man. So we're gonna be talking about Never Fail, his new single that's dropping tonight, midnight or around 11, depending on where you are. But before, so everybody knows Lloyd, the worship guy, the praise guy, right? The praise and worship guy. Talk about your church background. What's your background?
So I actually didn't grow up in church.
Mm-hmm.
I was a heathen. I mean, I was so bad. Like you if you ask people about me back like in middle school and stuff, they would be like, Lloyd got saved. Like for real. Like I didn't grow up in church. Grew up with like knowing about God, but didn't really know who he was. But I always had these thoughts in the back of my mind, like what would happen if I die? And so I had one uncle in my entire family that was saved. And he, what actually got me to church was that I had cousins my age. Mm. And so with my cousins being my age, I was like, hey, let me go to church with y'all so I can come over on the weekend and go to, and hang out with my cousins. I asked my uncle to come one time. He came every weekend.
Wow.
Like almost to the point that I used to be ducking and dodging them because I wanted to go to little parties and stuff. I act like I was sick and stuff. But over time, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with, because my real father just got out of jail. He's been in jail my whole life. He just got out of jail last year. Wow. And so I always had this longing for a father and being, having that father figure. And long story short, my stepfather was abusive. So it was like all these dynamics. And so once I found Jesus, it was like everything that I was looking for and more. And I could always sing. It always been a gift. Only one in my family that can sing. But
Father, when I get all the applause.
Music. And then all of a sudden, I accepted God into I got saved at 14. Got filled with the Holy Ghost at 15. And now I'm 30. I mean, so for me not to grow up, I've known him half of my life. I've known Jesus. I've been saved half of my life. So I came up in the Church of God in Christ congregational. With the ecstasy.
Little twist here.
So it was, you thought Kojic was strict. This was on another level of strict.
Yeah, congregational. Yeah, they're definitely, that's a different ballpark right there, boy. Strict. Yeah.
And so I grew up, but what it did teach me was the seriousness about salvation. It taught me that you got to live what you say that you are. Granted that as I grew, I learned past, the lifestyle. I learned how to, I learned love and grace and how to love other people and not be so judgmental. But they taught me the seriousness about salvation. They taught me the seriousness about God. And if you say that you're going to be saved, like they instilled in us that you live a life that is holy and acceptable unto God, but also so that others will see your good works and turn around and bless him.
So since you came into this thing late, most people like Shawanda and Rodney both talked about the first songs they sang in church. They were little bitty kids. Well, you didn't have that practice. Most of us grew up singing in the choir, and it helps us with our stage fright.
To Usher and Tank.
The views expressed in this program are not necessarily the views of MeTooMusic.
So, what's the first song you remember singing in church?
Oh, I remember the first song.
What was it?
My uncle kept playing this Fred Hammond CD, and it was a song on there that talked about my father is. Who was there when I first opened up my eyes? And I remember I was about 13 or 12, 13 years old, and I sung that. And I remember because it was funny, because I switched now that I'm a full-grown man to now that I'm a full-grown boy.
Rodney's stupid. Rodney said they was born in. Got to be born in. You can't join in. This is the Church of God in Christ. What kind of adjustments have you had to make being a singer now that you're married? Like, what's different now than, let me see, you've been married, about 2 years now?
It'll be 2 years this summer.
So what's different about Lloyd 2020 as a singer, married man / artist versus Lloyd 2016 artist, single?
For me, being conscious that she is my first ministry. Keeping a schedule, put everything on the schedule. Everything that I'm doing, I don't ever want her to feel left out. So I put everything on my schedule. We have a shared schedule, so she knows exactly what I'm doing. I will not stay out all night at the studio. I will leave if we got some schedule. Like, I just have to put her first. So if she says she's ready for me to come home, I'm coming home.
How is it though? Do you ever feel pulled?
Not at all. I feel actually like I'm more pushed now than ever. It's actually, I'm more productive and I've done more now since I've been married than what I did before.
See, that's good to hear, because a lot of people who are not married hear so many negative comments about marriage, and by the time you get in your ministry or get in, your dream, trying to fulfill your dreams, most people talk so negative about it. It's really good to hear somebody be positive, talk positive, because then it then encourages people to go ahead and go on and get married. Ain't nothing to be scared of. I love marriage. It's the best thing I ever did in my own life. It is,
but it's like it's back and forth, because as much as she supports me and push me, I push her. Speaking of that, she told me to give a plug. My wife is baking.
Plug it.
It's called Simply Lula. She's baking apple pie cookies and peach cobbler cookies. So
apple pie cookies.
Yes.
Explain that.
So inbox us and get them orders in, because she's going to deliver now. She bakes them and try to deliver them fresh.
Explain this apple pie cookie thing. Tell me about that.
I can't explain it's basically like, think about an apple pie, but picture it being able to hold it in your hand.
So it has real apples and all of that in it.
Real apples and real peaches.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yep. So order from her,
So I want to ask you the same question that I asked Rodney. What's different? So your first full-length project was Scars, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was that been? That'd have been like 2015, 2014, what?
That was like 10 years ago.
No.
That was like 2011.
Okay, maybe 2011. 2011, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so same question I asked Rodney. What is different about Lloyd from music standpoint, musically? What's different about Lloyd now versus Lloyd 2011 Scars?
Lloyd knows himself, and for me, I think I was trying to still find my voice as it comes to being a Christian artist. I was trying to find out what uniquely separated me and what was my voice, and so I think I was just discovering that back then. I wasn't fully aware of it because I've never done it before. Matter of fact, I just never done it before, and so it was brand new to me. And so, speaking of it, but my first album was produced by Michael Real Whitfield.
Real,
my God, you talking about somebody that will make you cry in the studio. You talking about that will laugh at you. Like, Real had a habit of eating while he was like on the board, so he'll stop the music, sucky all over. Do it again. Did you even come to sing today?
Hey, speaking of Scars, speaking of Real, check out just a piece of this.
You're calling me into destiny. I wanna run.
Is it hard for you to listen to the old stuff?
Okay.
That's because you arrogant.
I'm not arrogant.
And constantly I do things my way, as if there is.
I gotta get to the hook. This is my cut.
Can continue on this path of life.
Gotta get to the halftime.
To do surgery. So I give you my heart. You break the stone apart and make it flesh, just like you. Breathe life into these bones. Take it before your throne and make it new, just like you. I wanna be just like you.
Hey, Ashley said, I'm cute. Thank you, Ashley. No, she's talking to you. She said, baby, you cute. Y'all on here
Don't say
caking
that.
live on the radio.
Don't say that. You coming back home.
Come on
Hello,
now. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So, what's your favorite cereal? Come on, Lloyd. You don't eat cereal either?
Yeah. Anything with I know this is weird, but I like multi-grain cereal. Like,
that ain't weird.
I don't know. Honey Bunches of Oats.
That's good. I love Honey Bunches of Oats. I love it. I love it. What about TV shows? Martin or Fresh Prince?
That's hard.
Now you got to pick one. Pick one. Martin, Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince.
Huh?
Fresh Prince.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. I can't take it that they always in that apartment on almost every episode. Like, what you talking about, Woods?
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna ask you the exact same question I asked Shawanda and Rodney. You know you're gonna be trapped on an island for 1 year. You can only take one gospel CD with you. What is it?
Fred Hammond. Radical Praise.
Radical Praise. Radical Praise? That's the name of it?
Hold on. Radical Worship. Radical Worship.
Oh,
one of them.
Yeah, it ain't no. Okay. Pastor Charles Bethany, where are you? You know his keyboard player is on here tonight. Fred Hammond's keyboard player.
Oh Lord, I didn't.
Where
Come
is
on,
he?
let me fact check.
Pastor Charles Bethany, where are you? He was on here tonight talking earlier. He was just
Radical for Christ.
Radical for Christ. So that was the very first Radical for Christ. The one with Blessed, the original Blessed, the studio, and the communion song.
Yeah, that's just because that was my first. That's if probably a lot of people know that know me. I love Fred Hammond. He is like somebody that I can't wait to sit down in a room with. Yep.
But it's funny though. You said radical. What did you say at first?
Radical Praise.
Radical Praise.
You got me thinking about Baptist fits and stuff from earlier. Hold on. Look, don't do that to me. Come on.
So what? Yeah, that's the one with Sweet Communion. I love that song off of that album. What? Talk about your songwriting process. Like Lloyd, when you hear a Lloyd Nix song, you have to really listen and pay attention. Lloyd almost writes like a rapper. A lot of metaphors, a lot of like Evergreen, for instance. Yeah, like Evergreen. Most people will hear it and not know what you're talking about. So talk about your process. Talk about your approach to writing. Let the people in kind of on your thought process.
Well, I do a lot of drafts. So while I'm writing, I'll go back and like if it's to like zero in on what I'm trying to say, I'll rewrite it and like, no, I think it just needs to be more direct. So it's very meticulous when it comes to the words. Usually it's something that I've been thinking about, and sometimes the process is small, sometimes the process is shorter, sometimes it's longer. It just depends on the song. Sometimes I gotta live it in order for me to write the entire thing. Like Big God, Big Love, I had the chorus probably 2 or 3 years before I wrote the entire song.
I was going to ask about Big God, Big Love.
Yeah, it took me losing my mom to write the rest of the words. I just knew that I heard, when you're trying to figure out, I've already worked it out. Nothing that you're going through isn't really new. It's nothing for you to lose. And then I went through losing my mom and like, that's what he was speaking. That's what he was putting in my heart. But some songs come and I can write them in, like Just Like You Came. I probably wrote that in like 10 minutes.
Speaking of Big God, Big Love, I want everybody to just get a piece of it. Everybody listen to this. Big God, Big Love. This is probably my favorite Lloyd Nix song. Probably. Next to Nothing But the Blood. Crazy thing is, I absolutely love the live version of Nothing But the Blood, but I also absolutely love the studio version of Nothing But the Blood.
Jamal Hurst.
Yes, sir.
The studio version.
Big God, Big Love. Just a piece.
get here, seems like everything went wrong. Feeling like I'm dreaming. I don't think I just play along, waiting for the ending. But the show is running long. Please catch me if I am awake. This has to be a huge mistake. But God says, so when you're trying to figure it out, I've already worked it out. Nothing what you're going through is really new. There's nothing for you to lose. So after the tears you cried, I've set aside. Let's give love another try. I'm the one who wipes your tears and dry your eyes.
Big God?
I'm big God, big love. So say it out. Big God, big love. Big God, big love. Big God, big love. Big God, big love. So say it out. Big God, big love. Big God, big love. Big God, big love. So say it out. Big God, big love.
Oh, yeah, that's my cut right there, man. Big God, big love. While we there, let me just give the people a piece of Nothing But the Blood live.
Go ahead, man.
You know I got to sing along here. Come on, been a lot of places. I'm waiting for it. Let's go. Ben, go.
Been a lot of places.
Done.
And I've done a lot of wrong. If you wanna know dirt now, I could go on and on, yeah. But you're looking at a miracle, and even though I'm not that strong, I serve a God that is faithful. Yes, He is.
From all of the trouble.
He shed His blood for me way back on Calvary, and I have found this to be.
Just give me to the chorus and I'll turn it off.
And what can wash away my sin? You say nothing but the blood. And what can make me whole again? You say
nothing but the blood.
You say nothing but the blood. Oh, nothing but the blood. Oh, nothing but.
I want to get to. It said it's nothing but the blood. Oh yeah, that's my cut, man. Lloyd, you know that's my cut. I love Lloyd. I love Rodney, and I'm welcoming and loving Shawanda. St. Louis is in great hands, y'all. The future of St. Louis, all of that. St. Louis gospel, St. Louis music. This is some great stuff. Let me ask you this, Lloyd. Where are you more comfortable, in the studio recording or live recording?
That's a hard choice because they both have value, and they both have, I don't know, it's something that you can do in a studio that you can be more meticulous, and then you can stop and you can always go back to the drawing board and think of more creative stuff to do. It's like you have more time, to adjust. But then live, it's like something else takes over you. It's just something about when you capture the moment. It's hard to choose for me. That's hard to choose for me.
What's one of your favorite songs? One of your songs that you wrote that you like to sing live and perform live on stage? Let me ask it like this. What song of yours even took on a different life once you finally sang it live that you recorded in the studio?
It was Nothing But the Blood. That's where the live version came from, because it was only that in the studio, the sound, because Jamal, he plays the piano and he will bring he would just bring some out. Like me and Jamal, like have always had like this. I don't know. We just know each other about us. Like it's like we know he knows what I'm thinking before I think it, and I know what he's thinking. So it's like it just naturally came. But for I don't know, when we sung it live, all of a sudden I was screaming up there, I said nothing but the Lord. And I was like, hold on, it's hot. Hold on. And then every time I sung it live from there on, it was always that. And so people was like, hold on, when I bought your song, I was expecting to hear the blood. It ain't there. What's going on? And so
Hey, Bishop Lamont Walker said, Lloyd Nix is one of my favorite artists, even though he wouldn't let me feature him in a live interview to promote his music. I guess I got to get to 2 status. Laugh out loud. Just kidding. Lloyd is definitely a great minstrel.
So we got to set up something. I can add him to the part 2.
There we go.
I'm doing the premiere time.
Reach out to him, Bishop Lamont Walker, so you can get this interview for this new song, Never Fail.
Sure will.
Speaking of Never Fail, man, before we talk about Never Fail, you're not getting off because you got something at 10 o'clock, right? Don't you have something at 10 tonight?
I got time.
So we're gonna make this fast. But before you get off, we got to do this. 10 seconds without saying and without repeating the same answer twice. Give me 6 Martin Lawrence movies. Go.
Bad Boys, 1, 2, and 3. There you go.
That boy said Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3. I would have taken that, but the fact you said there you go, like that was 6. That was only 3. All right. Here's one. You ready for this one?
Okay.
10 seconds without saying or repeating the same one twice. That boy said Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3. That's funny. Without saying the same one twice or saying Name 7 keyboard players from the St. Louis area. Go.
Bobby, Rodney, you, Jamal, Courtney,
3, 2,
Corey.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. And Corey is on here too. You better not have left him off. I'll give you that one. Okay. All right. So let's talk about Never Fail, man.
Yes.
First of all, before we get to Never Fail, let's talk about the single before this. What was it? City Lights?
It was Big Guy, Big Love, then City Lights.
Big Guy, Big Love. Was it a live version or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it was City Lights, right? Or City.
Yeah, City Lights, Big Guy, Big Love.
City Lights, Big Guy, Big Love. So let's talk about City Lights, because like I said earlier, I like to get in your mind, and as a writer, City Lights. Explain City Lights to us, and how you go to City Lights after Big Guy, Big Love, the process version.
Yeah.
You know.
For me, I've always, be honest with you, I love CCM music. I just don't know. It's the writer in me. I like how you can write more. You can, I love gospel. That's why I always go back to it with the Big Guy, Big Love. And I always, even when I'm doing it live, City Lights will probably turn into more. But for me, like, I don't know. I've always enjoyed like the Hill songs and the Bethel because of the writing. It always drew me over there. So with City Lights, it is like that sound is a part of me. Like I lead worship, like I'm full-time ministry at the Crossing as a worship leader on staff. So I don't know. It was like, for me, it's writing is not authentic if it doesn't come from someplace within you. And so the sounds that you hear me doing, all of them are a part of Lloyd. It's like I'm a mosaic. So it's like all these pieces make up who I am. And so like City Lights was just a part of that piece. And I've always wanted to do that sound, but I never had anybody that could produce that sound. And so I would have been doing it a while ago if I would have, but then I met John Strandel I would have never met him if God's Chosen would have never connected with him with Even in the Valley and all that, all the music on their last CD. And then so they they connected me with him, and it's like from there it's built a relationship to now. I just joined Kingly Commons, their label. So which is really going, like, I got some big news. Like, I can't say it all now, but God is really.
Oh, so you're not gonna say it here? Well, you already just told us you joined. That's another exclusive. Hernandez.
Give it to Hernandez.
Okay, I'll let you go ahead. Give it to Hernandez. No, that's cool. Give it to Hernandez because we brothers. That's how it should be. We should share the exclusive. So make sure. When will you be with Hernandez? Rodney is with him tomorrow. When are you with him?
Too.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Tomorrow as well.
Make sure you got something exclusive for Hernandez now. Give him something exclusive. Okay. I don't know what it is, but give him something exclusive. Lloyd, what's your middle name?
I don't have a middle name.
You need one.
Everybody
Lloyd,
keep on putting Bartholomew in the middle of my name.
Nah, you look more like a Darnell. Lloyd Darnell Nix.
No.
That's your new name. You can say no all you want. Lloyd Darnell.
No.
Hey, what's your favorite restaurant?
Ooh. Oh my God. I don't know. 54.
Okay. Are you a fried chicken or barbecue chicken person?
Fried
chicken. Okay. Oh,
I sounded big. Hold on. I was like fried.
You said fried and licked your lips too when you said it. Just for everybody still listening, also Shawanda Smith, who was with us earlier, she'll be with Hernandez tomorrow too. Everybody be sure to tune in tomorrow so y'all can catch the questions that Hernandez asked some crazy questions.
Somebody said Jerome.
Lloyd Jerome Nix. That'll work too though, but I like Darnell. Lloyd Darnell Nix. So yeah, y'all be sure to check Shawanda Smith out. She'll be with but she'll be with Hernandez also tomorrow, as well as Rodney and Lloyd. So y'all be sure to tune in Jubilee 690. Yeah, that's that. Let's talk about and let's go and premiere this new song, Never Fail. Talk to us about it.
So Never Fail is actually my first song I ever co-written with people.
Okay.
So I've always written by myself, and so this song has been rewrote 4 or 5 times. Like, it came in and wasn't hidden. We tried to write a little bit more where it wasn't. And then so we came back, we had something, we took a piece of it. Then we went to Nashville, and I got to write with some people that are part of Integrity Music. And so her name it's a girl named Ryan Shirley. She'll be live with me tomorrow in Austin Cannon. And like, so these two people, like, we just vibe, and then that's what Never Fail came from. We was about to release it, but then we was like, man, it ain't hidden right. And so we went back in and remixed it and we did the music over again and everything. So if you think you've heard Never Fail, you ain't heard it yet. So and then we had an idea of, let's get a choir together. And so all the stabs and the harmony and the choir stuff in the background, all that stuff is like a 40 or 50 voice choir that showed up for me. Like, people from my church and around the area just showed up one night and recorded these backgrounds and these choir parts for me.
Wow. Yeah, when I heard the choir on it, I was like, that's got to be a sample, but that's a real choir.
So this is the most thuggy choir song you ever heard in your life.
True. True.
I wonder if they were singing at the Culture Convention. You think they would?
Let me get one of these.
The views expressed in this program are not necessarily the views of MeTooMusic.
Hey, why did you let me go this whole interview and I still had Rodney Douglas's name up? Tina just texted me.
Look, y'all go follow all that. Go follow me. I'll try to get back with you on Twitter, but I hate Twitter. So, but go follow me on Instagram. I'm all maxed out on Facebook.
Tina just texted me and said, it's late now, but you got Rodney's name still up over Lloyd. Good evening, Miss Lori Union. Stephen Thompson II, my boy.
He said Lloyd David Nix.
Lloyd David Nix. Charles Barrage, what up, man? Ronald Hike, my friend.
You can't have his hat. You can't.
And Tara Grant, good evening, and good evening. All right. Hey, it's a world premiere, y'all.
Hey,
World
let's go.
premiere. Here we go. Check it out. Never Fail, Lloyd Darnell Nix, new music.
Hey, y'all share this.
Share it right now. Let them know we premiering it.
All those things I can't explain. When I find no reason in the pain. Though I come up empty, this remains. One truth that will never change. Oh, you never fail me. You never fail me. Oh, you never fail me. You never fail me. Oh, I know you will never, ever let me go. Oh, you never fail me. You never fail me. When the pressure doesn't seem to quit. When I'm on the edge of losing it. When my worship feels like I'm the there's one truth I won't forget. Oh, you never fail me. You never fail me. Oh, you never fail me. You never fail me. Oh, I know you will never, ever let you go. Oh, you never fail me. You never fail me. I know. Yeah, you're in control. I know. You're in
Oh, yeah. Boy, you got a little churchy on the end with that run. I heard you. That's Lloyd Nix, y'all. Brand spank new music. Never Fail. It'll be out tonight.
What y'all think?
It'll be out. We don't, no, ain't know what they think. It's there. It don't matter what they think. It's already there. It's here. It's done. It ain't like if they say they don't like it, you're going to go back and change it. It's here.
I'm not.
It is here. It is here. That is Never Fail.
What's up, John?
Spank brand new music. It'll be available tonight. That's two new singles rather, that you all get to go download tonight. Lloyd Nix, Never Fail, Rodney Douglas, Rodney Douglas Jr. With Our Worship. Y'all can still go get Shawanda Smith, My Turn. You can check out her video on YouTube. And Tanya is here. Tanya C is here. She has her new project.
Go check out my sister's stuff, man.
Step Into the Light. I see Tamika Fogie here. She has Always There. Also tonight at midnight, Toby and Tommy has a new song, I Believe, new single that'll be released also. So a lot of new music. That is amazing. Okay, Lloyd, real quick. You got a 10 o'clock. Song Association.
Ooh, I'm just going to give you some, I hope they all come out gospel.
No, they better come out gospel. If the stream gets cut, then y'all know he started singing something that wasn't gospel.
Let me take a drink of water. My God.
Hope it's holy water. Sean Tate,
yes,
my
Lord.
brother. What up, Tate? Okay, here we go. Regina Pugh. What's up, Regina? Regina, tell PJ I said, Mike, too. Mike Pugh. Y'all tell PJ I say happy birthday from Uncle 2. Okay, you ready? Lloyd.
Yes.
Here we go. Your word is you. Y-O-U.
You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see everything I for? I'll rewrite it. God's gift to me. You are so beautiful.
Man.
To me. Yeah.
Oh, see, we don't get to hear that side of Lloyd often. Okay, another word. You ready? This is a hard one. You ready? Your word is B-E.
Your praise will ever be on my lips.
Keep it going.
Ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips. Ever be on my lips. 'Cause you will be praised. You will be praised. With angels and saints we say worthy are you, Lord. Let me stop.
Oh, yeah, I give you that one. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. You could have kept that going, Lloyd. Okay, one more then. Keep it going. You ready?
All right, let's go.
Fight. F-I-G-H-T. Fight.
This is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. There you go.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. 'Cause this is how I fight my battles. And this is how I fight my battles. There you go.
Last one, for real, last one. Because I want to stump you. I want you to lose. Last one. The word is up. U-P. Go. It looked like his camera froze.
Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, there's a melody so bright. And there I can hear when I'm all alone. Even in those times when I feel all is gone. Yeah.
Who was that? Kirk Franklin?
Yep.
Up above my
There
head.
must be a God somewhere.
Is that God's property, I think? Kirk
I don't
Franklin,
know.
God's property. Man. Rodney and Shawanda. Lloyd spanked y'all tonight with Song
My
Association.
wife watch a lot of these type of shows. so-
Really? Man.
Yeah.
I do too, and I be singing along. Y'all should hear me, boy, when I sing with these shows. I sound good then. Lloyd, any last words? What you got to say? What you got to say, Lloyd? Any last words?
Go get my music. It takes a city. It takes people supporting. Go get Rodney Douglas stuff. Go get Shawanda's. Just go get. Let's come together as a city and just support. I'm not just calling you guys to go get my music. Just go get Tanya's music. Go get Rodney music. Go to the source and get all the wonderful good music that's coming out of this city. I love my city.
Absolutely. That's Lloyd Nix, y'all. Lloyd Nix. Never Fail is the new cut, the new song. We love y'all. Thank you, Ashley, for letting Lloyd hang out with us tonight. And I don't even like apple pie, but for some strange reason, an apple pie cookie sounds good.
Bussin'.
That sounds actually good. All right. Y'all heard it from Lloyd. Y'all go get Rodney tonight. Go get Lloyd tonight. Lloyd Nix, Never Fail, all digital outlets. Rodney Douglas, Our Worship, tonight, all digital outlets in just a couple of hours. Actually, in about an hour and 12 minutes. So stay up, watch an episode or something, watch an hour show or something, and go get this music. Go get Shawanda's My Turn, digital outlets. Go to YouTube and check out My Turn, the video. Y'all can see her walking around and looking at the camera and doing all that kind of stuff. All right, man. Lloyd, thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
All right. Have me on here again. This is my first time on this show. PK beat you to that. Just saying.
Lloyd, I asked you 2 years ago, and guess what you said? You said, I don't like doing radio.
Look, I don't remember this. And I plead the fifth because I don't recall that. I don't recall that. Unless it's on recording, it never happened. So
I'm going home with this. I'm gonna play the whole song this time.
Oh, Lord.
So I can sing along. And I'm singing too this time.
Don't sing. Let them hear the song.
They heard it the first time. Now they got to hear
They
me.
didn't. You were singing.
We heard you, Shawanda, and Rodney singing Song Association. Now the people got to hear me.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't the people want to hear me?
No.
The people saying yeah.
If you wanna know good now,
We want to hear David
you
Hawkins.
wanna know, yeah.
You want to hear David
But you're
Hawkins?
looking at a man, and even though I'm not that strong, I serve a God that is faithful, faithful. Yes, he is.
Born and cried, and the Lord delivered me from all of my troubles. And I'm harmonizing.
Shed his blood for me way back on Calvary, and I have found this to be true.
What?
And what can wash away
Harmony, here we go.
sin you say?
Nothing but the blood of Jesus. And I was gonna be.
What can make me whole again? You say
Nothing but the blood of Jesus.
nothing but the blood. Oh, nothing but the blood.
Of Jesus. I'm killing you, Tanya.
How you say?
Oh, nothing but the
Nothing but the blood of Jesus.
times that I thought I couldn't make it through because of your grace and love that you have brought me to. I didn't lose my mind, but you stepped in right on time and hid in my every groan, every groan. And every time, this Lord
Delivered me from all of my troubles.
He shed his blood for me way back on Calvary, and I have found this to be true. Help me sing, what can wash
I just want to get to my part.
away my sin? You say nothing but the blood. And what can make me whole again? You say nothing but the blood.
Nothing but the blood. Woo!
It was nothing but the blood.
One more time. Give me one more try. Give me one more try.
Nothing but the blood.
I was close that time, though.
Precious is that blood that makes me white as snow.
Here we go. Here we go.
I say nothing but the blood.
Yeah, I'm killing it, Lloyd.
It was nothing but the
Nothing but the blood.
It was nothing but the blood. Yeah, yeah. It was nothing but the blood.
Nothing but the blood.
Nothing but the blood. It was the blood of Jesus.
It was the blood of Jesus.
It was nothing but the blood.
Oh, I can hit them notes. Woo, I'm tired. Get back to the breakdown. Let's get back to the breakdown. Here we go, right here.
And I'm singing, oh, precious is that flow that makes me white as snow. You say,
It was nothing but the blood.
nothing but the blood.
That's Lloyd Nix, y'all.
I could've
1 hour,
lost
6
my mind,
minutes.
but it was nothing
Never fail
but
drops.
your blood.
All digital outlets.
Mm,
Where you gonna be at 10 o'clock, Lloyd? Aren't you gonna be live again?
Yeah, I'll be with Rodney.
You'll be with Rodney Douglas?
Yeah.
Y'all move this party over to Rodney's page. You gonna be on Instagram or Facebook?
I'm trying to see if we can do both.
You gonna try to do both? Y'all go on and switch on over. You got 5 minutes, 6 minutes, something like that. Switch on over to Rodney's page, Instagram, Facebook. What is Rodney's Instagram and Facebook? You don't know?
You just had it up there. I don't know.
He just had
Rodney Douglas?
No, I didn't have it up there. I only had yours up there. Y'all search out Rodney and carry this party over. If you don't feel like going to bed tonight just yet and you want to stay up and ride this thing on the end till their songs are released, the new singles, y'all go on and follow them over. I love y'all. We're going to see y'all later. Lloyd, congratulations, man. There it is, Rodney Douglas Jr. _ Rodney Douglas Jr. _ Congratulations, man.
All right.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
Amen.
And I'm happy for you. He said, amen.
Appreciate it.
Good night, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all later.
See y'all later.
See y'all Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m. for Wake Up St. Louis. MeTooMusic Sunday morning show.
Ain't nobody going to be up there early. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
You know what? Let me do this. I didn't do this to nobody else, but let me hang up on you on the show, just like this. Love y'all.